Right, time to take a look at what's making headlines in the newspapers. And let's start with the business day. And this is what they're leading with this morning. Godongwana races to fix paralyzed PIC. Depleted board unable to act after mass resignations. The finance minister, Godongwana, is expected to move swiftly to appoint a new chair for the Public Investment Corporation after a string of resignations left the state asset managers board without a quorum and legally unable to take binding decisions. Also, South Africa's growth outlook resilient despite latest U.S. tariffs. The economic growth trajectory is expected to escape the latest round of U.S. tariffs relatively unscathed, with businesses having weathered a far harsher 30% tariff shock last year. And then the picture there is of a firefighter stamping on the flames of a wildfire in Arras in France's Gironde region yesterday amid worsening drought conditions following a heat wave and water shortages across much of France. On the back page, Norris claims Hungary a victory, and also return to work. Sunday Times editor reinstated, and US-Iran pause strikes, ceasefire hopes rise. Those are some of the top stories.
Right, I've got your daily dispatch for you this morning. New hope sparks for GBV survivors and families with landmark inquiry. And this is 3 commissions to launch joint national investigation into South Africa's response to the scourge. On paper, the laws, policies and institutions to protect survivors of GBVF. In reality, too many people are still waiting for justice and support. So it goes into detail about this and what perhaps could change along with this, and the submissions and where you have to send them through to. This is the photograph that they've got there. This is Starstruck is what they call it, and it's members of the On Point Ballet School performed during Saturday's live performance, A Night with the Stars at the Guild Theatre. So they've made the front page there with their beautiful kicks. And traditional leaders called to help find ex-mine workers owed benefits. Nearly 1.9 billion rand has been paid to more than 24,200 former mine workers, widows and dependents across the Eastern Cape. This is a milestone that Premier Oscar Mabuyane believes will help trace more than 370,000 provincial beneficiaries who are yet to claim what is due to them. The other stories on the top page there: Team South Africa's Commonwealth Games, highs and lows. Ndetsane trumpeter hits all the notes, and Hong Kong trip brings AI project closer to reality. That is the Daily Dispatch.
The Witness this morning, leading with Lion Park residents face a long and costly wait for electricity. Interesting story, this one. Goes on to say that more than 1,400 households in the Lion Park area who were getting electricity through a sprawling illegal network now face a long and potentially costly road back onto the grid. And Eskom recently ripped out the unauthorized network, removing more than 20,000 meters of aluminium and bundled conductors, 49 transformers, tons of illegally installed poles and other infrastructure connected to the national grid without permission. But for the residents, the problem does not end there. Before illegal electricity can flow again, a raft of applications, approvals and land use processes must be completed. And because Lion Park has not been rezoned from agricultural to residential use, Eskom says taxpayers cannot fund the electrification. At the bottom there, Mkhwanazi's role expands beyond KZN. KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi's responsibilities have been expanded beyond the province. On Saturday, the acting Police Minister Feroz Kachalia briefed the country following a meeting of the police ministers, deputies and all community safety MECs, and he announced that they had unanimously endorsed the police reset agenda, which will be implemented across the country's provinces. And then very cute picture there of blind lamb Simon finds his perfect companion, and Simon and Sarah resting together on a cold winter afternoon after a Wintersgrove family appealed to the community to help find a companion for their blind lamb Simon. And they say they were overwhelmed by the response, and they have now found him the perfect friend from Nottingham Road. How cute are they? And of course, also just Hilton Festival program. Motlalo, that's Linda Motlalo, honored to earn 100th cap. That will be tonight when she takes makes the field for Banyana Banyana and heart surgery milestone on page 6.
All right, there we go. So let's have a look at the Cape Argus. And the Cape Argus got, again, another beautiful ballet shot there. And this is Grisel Lastro Casuso of Cuba is among the competitors at the 13th South African International Ballet Competition that's going to be held at Artscape. So that's the focus they've got there on the picture side of things. But the big article, extortionist arrested in DA councillor's killing. So Diokwe was gunned down over protection racket, investigation indicates. And just a little bit of detail, slain DA councillor Sinovoyo Diokwe was a victim of extortionists demanding protection money, and she was killed after refusing to continue these payments. A police investigation has found after a suspect was arrested at the weekend. Diokwe was gunned down while returning home from participating in voter registration activities in Dunoon last month. So that's the detail on that story. It's a waste. Bruce pays tribute to Jaden Adams, and such sad scenes, and particularly that photograph of Hugo Bruce having a look over the coffin there at that farewell for Jaden Adams, his funeral in Stellenbosch on Saturday. Bafana coach Hugo Bruce believes South African football has lost a player destined for greatness, paying an emotional tribute to the late Jaden Adams during his funeral service in Stellenbosch on Saturday. His friends, his family, teammates and members of the football fraternity joined together to bid farewell to the 25-year-old midfielder. The other story there, Transnet win paves way for future port development. So this is the Cullenberg precinct located between the Port of Cape Town and Woodstock. It's expected to support current and future port-related development. So that's the front page of the Argus.
Sowetan's lead this morning inside South Africa's gambling addiction. Meet a gambler who lost everything, including his marriage, his career, and more than 1 million rand, and nearly ended his life. Phillips got addicted to the habit at only 13 and is one of thousands of South Africans who have sought help to overcome the addiction. Also, IDEX Andrea Johnson resigns with immediate effect. Equideep's surreal collab with Tyler, and Lamula blasts Ghana's premature AU move. And also on the back page of why Banyana's WAFCON opener is a must-win.
All right, those are some of the papers. Let's take a look at the rest of them, and we'll see you again with the news at 7.